Are we on?
We're on.
Let me make sure we on. Let me make sure. Okay. I don't. Okay. Welcome back, guys, man, for another live. It's your man, Ed, the Duke.
Hey, you do what it do. It's dialogue, folks. It's,
Yes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you check out our channel. We have plenty of podcast videos, episodes, clips, all the goodies, story times back in our channel. So go to the videos tab and you can check out all our videos there. We're not doing lives now. So if you guys love live videos, make sure you turn on that post notification bell so you know exactly when we go live and be notified and be the first ones in so you can get a shout out, all that good stuff, man. We got prenups today, Zendaya and Holland, Aba&Preach, and also some high maintenance action. So if you guys
wait, what are you talking
are
about? High maintenance?
yeah, with the lady.
Huh? No, that was last
Wasn't
time,
she
man.
like nah, wasn't the lady like whatever, the high maintenance girl? No?
Who?
Hey, look at him, y'all. He acting, y'all. Look at
What?
he acting, y'all.
No. Who are we talking about?
Bro, you don't know who we talk about? Yo, what's going on, man?
All right, man. I guess surprise me.
No, I don't got nothing for that one.
So what are you talking
What's
about?
the lady? Who's the lady you Oh, that's the Aba&Preach joint.
The the
Wait,
mi- the migration?
no, nah, who was the what was the video you mentioned with the lady?
What the high value talk?
High value talk. Yeah,
Oh
whatever.
man. Okay, yeah, that one. High value. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a part of it, right?
No, not high maintenance. You said high maintenance. That's a different thing, man.
Oh, well, I mean, you shoot, high maintenance, high value, man.
Shoot.
We throw in the towel whenever we have to. Oh,
You
was that a ride?
tripping. High maintenance.
Oh, smooth moves. Hey, man, thank you guys for tuning in, man. If you haven't already, smash the like button and let's hop straight into this joint. We got some shorts coming up, man. D, hit us with the shorts. I know something funny gonna come out or something interesting, man. What they got on the shorts? Because you know the shorts feed is always crazy
Man,
every time.
the shorts feed stuff is hilarious, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can look at this short. So this short has to do with Zendaya and Tom Holland, right? And after we watch this short, we haven't watched this short. This is Pearly Things, just Pearly Things talking about them.
Oh, ZZ.
Yeah. And
ZZ.
we will see what she has to say. As a matter of fact, I have no idea what she's gonna say. So let's let me separate that out. You see that? You watching?
Oh yeah, I see.
All right.
See that? I see.
Yeah.
Turn a little bit.
All right.
Zendaya, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, real quick. Real
Yeah.
quick.
It's saying that it's got some. Okay, we're good. I thought it was saying we had some audio stuff going on, but we're good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm here now.
All
I'm
right.
here.
All right. Let's go ahead and watch this.
All right.
Is gonna leave his ass. I'm just her hypergamy is gonna get the best of her. I'm sorry. Zendaya is like a sweetheart. She doesn't drink. She lives with her parents. I'm pretty sure. Like she's like, oh no, but now she's doing those weird acting roles. Hollywood always ruins the sweet kids.
Yeah,
Well,
bro. I mean, I don't watch it like that to know like which ones they are,
Yeah, I don't.
but she's starting to get into, what you call it, a big one, because she brought it up. A big one is that one show. What's that one show that she's on, man? It's like nudity in there and stuff like that.
Ooh.
What's that one show?
What is
You know
it
which one I'm talking
called?
about?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, bro. That
It's
is a
some weird name,
Oh,
right?
I can't believe this. Hold on, let me look at that. Oh, Euphoria.
Euphoria. Yes.
Euphoria, bro.
Yes.
Like I haven't watched it personally, but I hear some stuff about the show from people that do watch it, and they have a lot. They got nudity, weird stuff like high schoolers going into. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's a
wow.
lot of yeah. It's a lot of like real things, but to the max, it's strange, bro.
Ooh.
Like it don't
But
sound.
they have to do that to reality to get people to watch. They have to be so extreme with it, just like you're saying. You
Yeah,
know, Ross said, "Yeah, Euphoria was crazy. Had to stop watching." Hey, wow, I never watched it. I actually saw the trailer for it, and I was like, "Nah, this looks like a trap. This looks like a trap for every issue going on, and then they're gonna play on it to make it seem like it's all right and all this weird stuff, kind
bro.
of
I
stuff."
heard. Hey, bro. Yeah, and bro, they show raw Johns on there, bro. Raw
Oh
long johns.
no way!
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's MA or what, but it's out of control, bro.
No
It's
way,
out of control,
bro.
bro. Yeah, they show peepees on there, bro.
And you know what? I gotta ask you this because I gotta ask you this because you know a little bit more about it than I do. Do acting roles change people?
It could, depending on your method, man, because there's some methods, like like Joaquin Phoenix, and the guy that played it,
Yes,
he's had because with certain things you get into, man, there's some energies behind it as far as like the mental, like that's why I say it depends on what your method is in getting into character. Because some people really immerse themselves physically and mentally and even psychologically, bro.
of
And
course.
that's why a lot of the you know not everybody, but most of the ones that talk about how their process have gone to that psychological stage and physical stage to really give the role its fullest that they have. And with certain roles that you do that with, it could change. It could really take time for you to unravel and to become your full self again, because a lot of those people live it off of set. Like they go home. I've heard some people say, yeah, they go home in their costuming. They don't shower, XYZ. So some people take it extreme, and then some people like live like the character to prepare for the character. So it's depending on what you do, you can it can change you, and then also if it changes you, it takes a while for you to get back to your normal state. So it could be dangerous, and that's why I heard I don't remember who it was, but somebody within the media world was talking about how actors need therapists, because a lot of times the mental and the emotional state that they're in after the role is pretty much not their normal selves, and it's hard to get back sometimes depending on how immersed they get. So yeah.
So we don't really know what Zendaya is like behind the scenes. We don't know her personally, but we all have this perception, like those Disney characters like Raven and you know
That's so Raven
yeah,
and
Lizzie
it's like
McGuire,
this. Bro, I
um,
could see in the future with these joints.
and
But go ahead.
Lizzie McGuire. You know how like a lot of them end up going like a little cuckoo, like Miley Cyrus. She's a perfect example. What's her name? Selena Gomez. Like there is a trail of people who kind of go off on the crazy end. But like she said, Zendaya lives with her parents. She kind of has her grounds and foundations in, but at the same time, money can do something to people.
Yeah, but I also think for those the other ladies that you mentioned, I think a lot of them turn like that because of the company, and also what the company introduced them to. So, AKA, they could have got into drugs. A lot of those names that you just mentioned, I remember something related to drugs. Whether that's true fully or not, allegedly, I would say. I think most of the time when you see those weird, like sporadic behaviors, like the ones you just mentioned, because of drugs have been, or they've dabbled into something like that. Could be or could be not, because media spin stories and make it look like one
That's
thing,
true.
when it's not really. So I can't say 100%, but it looks like most of the time in those cases, it's either some type of manipulation with drug or people behind the scenes, whatever, or the situation that they're in could really drive people mad. But yeah, bro, I think the money is probably a third option or a third reason why
Yeah,
how they're being changed
I
is what
agree.
I'm getting.
I agree. Like Jamie Lynn Spears, Britney Spears' sister, did the show on Nickelodeon. It was called Zoe 101. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
They had to cut that show short because she got pregnant. And it's like that's not money that got her pregnant. It's a personality type thing. You see? And Zendaya so far, we see that she has a quote unquote down to earth type personality without even that's what people say and they don't even know her.
they
So
don't know her, bro. She might look good in front of the screen,
that's
smiling,
what I'm saying.
cheese,
She's an
but
actress, bro. She can act the part whenever she needs
bro.
to, right?
And that's why what you call it, and that's why the trial between Johnny Depp and his lady. That's
Oh
all I'm like,
yeah.
bro. She could be easily be. She could be
Ah,
easily like. She could be easily like, oh yeah, like putting on the face and the bro. She's like, bro.
yes. Yes.
People, hopefully, people didn't forget that because she's a good actor, bro. I
People
saw her in
forget
the
quick,
movie.
man. Yeah.
I saw her on screen, bro. I didn't know that she was really like that as a normal person in the
Yes.
trial. I'm like, she looked. First of all, she looked anyway, that's not even important, but she looked different off screen than on screen. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
so I'm just in the thought of like, okay, she's acting, she knows how to play a particular role and she needs to survive in this situation so she can play the role that she wants.
Yeah, and that's the point though. It's not that we're supposed to be able to see that they are a different person or a bad person in the movies. We're not supposed to. We can't know them, and that's the whole point. Is we don't have that personal relationship with them to be able to know. So what's her face comes out with Johnny Depp comes out with all of this stuff, and it's like, whoa, Amber Heard, that's her for real. She's that wild. And you know what's funny? I watched a movie with my wife called The Joneses some weeks
Mm,
ago, and Amber Heard's role in that movie was like
oh
how she is in real life. And
shoot.
I was like, oh wow, this makes sense now. Wow, I can really see her. It's crazy what movies and perception does to people, bro. But let's keep watching this, man.
I'll say she's naturally a sweetheart. And I think a lot of like high value men are going to be interested in her. It's not that Tom Holland isn't a high value man, he is, but I just think more high value men are going to be interested, and I think she's going to go for it at some point. It's just like, yeah, I give it 6 months. Zendaya is going to leave his ass.
Oh my gosh. Wait, but I didn't hear the part where I didn't hear the part. Dang, from that angle, she looked a little taller.
She is
Like when
taller.
what she is taller, but I'm like a little, not too bad, but uh whatever. but but um, but yeah, where's the part where she rejects him?
It's not in
Where's that
here.
at?
It's not in here.
Oh,
This so it's funny, right? Because I found the short, and I also have the news. So the news about all of this is, let me take this off. The news about all of this is that apparently Tom Holland proposed to Zendaya. This is in the
uh
news.
huh.
So this could have happened a year ago, and people just now found out, and it's all up in the news, right? So I'm not claiming any timeline for this, but in their relationship they're in right now, Tom Holland proposed to Zendaya, and she turned him down. She turned
Like a
down
normal.
Tom Holland's proposal. Bro, do you not see a great actor in the making? You know what I'm saying? So Pearlie is saying that she's gonna do the hypergamy thing and she's gonna go with a man who's more high value than Tom Holland. First of all, where? Yes, I stuttered. I freaking stuttered because this is madness. Where does high valueness stop? Like, where does it
Yeah,
stop?
yeah,
You
yeah,
could
yeah.
be
I
high
mean,
value and get a girl, and then someone higher value could get the girl.
bro, she gonna have to marry her grandpa because her grandpa
Ew,
like
man.
she gonna have to marry or get with an older guy, basically.
Yeah, I
You know
hear
what I
what you
mean?
mean.
Yeah, because what more does she want from him?
Exactly. Exactly.
What
She. So what
like
she's. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No.
I
You go.
mean, cause I basically don't know much detail about the situation like that, and from what you've shared with me so far is that she, what was the reason why she didn't want to go through with this?
So she was
What
saying that
what was the news?
getting married within the next few years or the next couple of years is not in her plans, meaning she has no intention of getting married because she wants to dive into, as you said correctly, her career.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she want to get more roles, probably the cause don't forget too, like with shows, there are contracts and there's time commitment with those contracts. So maybe she understands the time she needs for the contracts, and that could be an additional reason, with her career, because she also could have stuff that she want to do that's not locked in yet, which could be another thing. But then they're because she's in the show. So if the show keeps on going on, then she's contractually, you know, agreed upon to, I guess, spend this much time. And she probably knows the scheduling. So she's like, I don't want to be in this situation and try to. But that's not even the main thing for me, because the main thing is if I was in that position where, making millions
Mm-hmm.
and young at the same time, like I told you already,
Yeah,
bro, I would have got married last year, bro.
right. It,
It like no questions, bro.
yeah, that, and I agree with you. And like I said too, that's not the case for everyone. And she is
Yeah.
exhibit A of that. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, getting fame, getting status of her own. Why would she want to settle down with this dude who wants a family? What's a family to her? Like, bro, in our age and time, even if you live with your parents, you got to have a mind of your own, cuz her
Oh yeah, for
hearing, like,
sure.
like you're saying, more roles are coming up, more acting actress positions are popping up, potential. I'm sure directors are hitting her up like, hey,
Oh
you
yeah,
know
she
after you're done with this, we have this in the works, are you interested? Or we want to do this based on your character. Like, man.
yeah, she's hot commodity, and based on what kind of contract she's in, because some contracts try to cut like steal you in to where you can't work on any other stuff except for
Right.
that. So it depends what kind of contract she's in regards to what she can do, what she can't do. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff that go into it, man.
That's
A lot of
wild.
different stuff. So I don't know what exactly she got on the upright. That's why I say like she might have some things she want to get into that she can't get into, or that she's not into just yet because of whatever she's doing now. So she's like trying to work her way up to get to that. But because whatever she's doing now is taking most of the time. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, with her career, it's just not as clean cut. Maybe it's probably because she's in some things that she want to get out of first. But I don't know what the situation is, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't even.
Yeah, we're not speaking on her situation specifically, but we are using her as an example of how you could delay very, very important things for the sake of, forwarding your career. And Tom actually said he was sad. He was sad that, she said
Bro,
no. Um,
Tom, bro, he's trying to start a family. Hey, up
here's the
on the
thing though.
sun.
Here's the argument that a certain group of people can make, namely the red pill group. She's making so much money. She has so much status and fame. Why would she stop that for something like a family? Because in her mind, in her perspective, this world that she's in is so big and so deep and so vast. Why would she ever want to stop? That's a real that's a real question. Why would she ever want to stop for a family? Because what's gonna happen is she's gonna stop, start a family with him, and say she's unfulfilled, and then we got another divorce in our hands. You know, so it's a trap that she's put herself in, but that's a difficult trap to work through, man.
Yeah, shoot. Let's go to the comments real quick.
All
Raj says,
right.
"This is why it's important to uh talk marriage before you propose to make sure you're on the same page. Poor Tom, man. Poor Tom.
Poor Tom, man.
Tommy is in the tree by himself and crying away with the leaves and elves.
He's a
I
weirdo.
don't know what I'm singing, but let's move on to the next
Let's
video.
do it.
Okay, let's.
Let's do
I
it,
don't know what
man.
I'm doing, but that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that sucks. That
That's
sucks.
that's because yeah, to be in that situation, because now the years are pretty much like at this point, I'm pretty sure he's thinking like, okay, I gotta move on because he probably want to start a family at a certain time. He probably like, okay, this is the perfect time for me to start a family, have a kid at this age, X Y Z, whatever. But now he can't do that because
Nope.
I guess they didn't talk about it. As Rob makes a good point,
That
they
is a
probably didn't
very good
talk
point.
about it,
That's a very good
and
point.
since they were in La La Land about it, now they figured out what the truth. I see your true colors. The true colors are coming out at a
Uh-huh.
later point in time, and you could have avoided this had it been hit earlier. You know,
Do you know every single dating show that I've seen ever? If there is one that does this, let me know. Drop it down below. But if you're watching this video, every single dating show that I've seen, none of the couples ever talk about the most important things: children, religion, and not religion as in like, church or like the mosque or like Jewish religion. No, I'm talking about like what directs you in life. How do you move through in life? What governs you? Right? If you're in an organized religion, that's most likely what governs you. But if you're not in an organized religion, what is your religion? What governs you? What makes you make the certain moves that you make? Right? What's in your heart? People don't talk about those two things. And then we talk about how people are going to fit into each other's lives outside of the show. They don't do that. So I am not surprised they started dating years ago, maybe in the early 20s, late teens, and they don't talk about this. And now their stuff is all up in the news because she's acting exactly how she's supposed to be as a career driven woman who has goals. And he wants a family. I'm not surprised, but it does suck for him.
yeah, man. Is it my go with the videos?
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
Okay, okay. Let me pull it up real quick.
Pull up.
Pull it up real
Pull up.
quick
Get
out
your
here.
hot dogs, man. It
You
been sit.
were
It's been sitting in my freezer for 3 weeks, man. You told me you would
that
come
is
get your hot dogs. You have not. All right, there we go. I was gonna talk smack till
that's
you ready.
crazy. All right. So still sharing, right?
Yeah, it is. We're
All
watching
right,
it.
cool. So we on Mark Grit. Nah. This
Oh
is
wait,
should Chris.
wait. Are you sharing your screen that has hot dogs on it?
Man, look at this guy, man.
All right,
He
man. I'm ready,
love
man.
bringing up hot dogs, bro.
Hey, man. It's his
Did
background.
did, did you get an order of Frank's
No, it's your
hot dog?
background. It's your background on your computer.
Oh my gosh. All
Ay,
right.
ay, ay.
So we got now this is should Christians get prenups. Last live we spoke about it. And it got me thinking and I like hearing people's different perspectives or
Mm,
perspectives on it. And especially like in the same belief system as me because it's like everybody's not going to be exactly the same and what stance do they have on it, if they have one at all, like and then where
facts.
is it coming from? So yeah. So let's dive into it. Let's see.
All
Get
right.
prenups.
No.
No? Okay. Is there ever a circumstance, let's say in a blended family or a complicated situation, where they had obligations that they had given themselves to of children previously?
Wow. It's a pretty long excuse.
Gosh. Her name's Grace, but there's a little bit of Old Testament in her.
I don't believe that the heart of a prenup is biblical
Okay.
because it establishes mistrust from the beginning. It's saying if this should happen, we break up, we get divorced, whatever blows up, then I'm safe. I've got my back covered. That's not what marriage is about. It's about serving each other. It's about being vulnerable, sacrifices. I trust God to take care of me if you do something.
I'm not going to do anything, but I appreciate the death stare. So, So our
Yeah, his
general
laugh,
rule would
man.
be no, a prenup.
He's yo, hold on,
oftentimes,
pause it,
especially
man.
for
That laugh, man. I gotta take a quick second, man. A moment of silence
Yeah.
for this guy's lungs, man. Golly, what is
Oh,
dang?
oh man, bro. My back in the day, this was like when we were fifth grade. Back in the day, I had a friend. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he's gonna be embarrassed about
Don't
this.
say it, man. He might
but
drive by tonight.
but look at him. But this guy, like when he would laugh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I for some reason what what's the name?
I can see what's coming. Go ahead, go ahead.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, but his laugh was so crazy. I was like, hey, I want to try to see if I can do that because that's a crazy way to laugh. Like I really to this now I can't do it anymore because I back in the day I learned how to do it and I practiced and I actually began to do his laugh, which is pretty
Ah,
crazy.
what was it?
Yeah, it's pretty, bro. I can't do it, but basically it was like a I don't know even know how to describe the sound. It was like a let me see. It was like a build up. It was like a build up, like imagine a build up of.
Why
I'm gonna
don't you
just do
just
the
do it?
sound.
Yeah, just do it, man.
I'm gonna just do the sound, but I can't do it like how he did it. But it was like, and then he started, and then the laugh went from there. It was like just kind of like him, how he's like
What?
breathing hard. It was like, like I can't do it,
Whoa.
but it was like it was like a gasp, but a gasp with like a motor to it. Like it was. I'm telling you, if you heard it, you'd be like, "Hey, yo, that sound
Yeah.
a little interesting, but crazy,
That sounds sketchy, man.
bro." I wish I could do it so you can see hear what I'm talking about, but it's so hard on your chest and your lungs. Like you
Uh,
gotta practice. You gotta get your body into that gear, and
yeah.
you have to eat a lot of fatty food so the
Yeah,
back of your
look at
neck can
him.
be so your back so the back of your neck can be greasy. But anyway, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
a young married couple, what it is, it's negotiating your divorce before your
right.
marriage, and it's like,
If you don't trust each other, don't get married.
yeah, and but I would say so.
Now, now they say if you don't trust each other, don't get married. Okay, when we go to the Dave Ramsey side,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to hear his point. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's gonna be interesting. But let's continue here. If you don't got nothing to say,
Okay, I'm good.
Here we go. That sometimes, let's say, for example, I was dealing recently with a guy who his wife died. And he was a widow, and he had an estate, and he had pledged it to his children, and part of that estate came from the the life insurance of their mother. And then he fell in love with a great godly gal. She was a widower. Her husband died, and she had a similar situation where her husband left an estate, and he had very clear intentions for his kids. And I want to do this for my kids, and I want the life insurance to do this for my grandkids. And so,
Not
on
no
both
mo.
sides, they were being very responsible, very godly. And when they got married, when they were going to get married, they met with me, and they asked, is it okay if we architect all of this legally to honor the wishes of our first spouse and the estate that we agreed to for our children? What I said was, that's actually, to me, not even a prenuptial agreement.
No,
What that
it's
is that is, you're a blended family, and just like everything, you're figuring out, okay, how do we put these two families together? And oftentimes, the Bible says that man looks at the outward, God looks at the heart. And the question is, should we have this contract or not? And the deeper issue is what's in your heart. Some years ago, the first time I got the prenup question, it was a guy asked me. He was very wealthy. He was doing very well, and he was marrying a
big
gal who
bucks.
was a lot younger than him. And he handed her a prenuptial agreement, and she went 0 to 60 on him.
Woo!
And I asked him, I said, well, why do you want the prenuptial agreement? He says, well, I'm not sure I trust her. I was like, well, then don't
Whoa.
marry her.
That's right.
I mean,
What?
deeper issue.
Hey man, it
That's
just sounded like
stupid.
that is dumb, bro. It just
What?
sounded like he's trying to get to the get to the cakes.
Yeah,
That's what it sounded like to me, pretty much.
basically. Wow, that's crazy. I completely disagree with her and him on the prenuptial thing. Come on our show and I will explain to you why a prenup can be a very good thing. I explained it last time.
Hold
If
on,
you,
hold on. Your sound
is it
your
glitching?
sound was jacking up a little bit. Yeah, but it's good now.
Weird. I was saying that they should come on the show so I can explain to them why a prenuptial agreement can be a great thing. But if you want the full explanation and conversation, go back to our previous live stream, the one with Andrew Tate, and watch that. Watch that and listen to the explanation I give. But what he's saying, absolutely, I agree, man. If you don't trust somebody, that's gonna end up in a divorce. And she's a lot younger than him. What are you trying to do here? Like, what's the point?
I don't understand, bro. I really don't understand why.
Yeah,
Why would you even, if you don't trust her, then what the heck do you want out of it? Why you want to set
right.
yourself up, bro?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
If you're like, I can only be
the fire doesn't stop when you're older. So, and you also don't
That
want to
is
do
true.
stuff outside of marriage. But the age that
Yeah,
you went
that
for,
is 100%, 100%, bro.
yeah. So, all right, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
with that girl if I get enough lawyers involved.
Yes, that's scary.
That may not be the best pick. And so what she did then is she told him, that she wasn't going to marry him, and so they ended up not getting married. Some years later, he showed up at church with a woman. He did get married years later, and they had kids. And I asked him, I said, so did you make her sign a prenuptial agreement? He said, oh, no, she's really godly. I trusted her.
That's exactly
I was like,
right.
okay, so
Oh,
it wasn't
great.
so much the paperwork, it was
Right.
the heart. And if you've got unique, odd circumstances like this one couple that I just mentioned, there may be some reason to do estate planning. And the heart of that is very different. It's how to be responsible and godly. But at the end of the day, if you're like, I'm not sure I can trust you and I want to make sure that we have a good divorce, you probably are
Yeah,
not
bro.
with the right person or in the right place to go to the altar.
Yeah, bro. Like that's a good point, man. Let me unshare. That's a good point. Like if you're, if you're thinking about doing that because like to look at it from the heart perspective, like, okay, is the person going in this with every intention to be the best person they could be in a marriage, or like uh I guess go for it in the right way, rather than trying to set something up for a fallback. Then that's a different approach, rather than let me set this fallback up and you're like going into it with these type of kind of security measures. That don't sound like a good idea. You know what I mean? That and the point that he made about the special case, I think that's fine. Because that's a difference. Special case of them both being widowed and coming together, and their old spouses having wishes. That's a different situation. We talking about regular stuff. We talking about this special, you know, situation like that. Cause that one, I guess they could do whatever they want correctly. You know what I mean? In respective to whatever the deal was before. But for a person for people that's together that's not widowed and X, Y, and Z, I don't think going into it is very healthy at all.
Mm. Oh, so
Going into it with the mindset
with what mindset?
of doing prenup.
Oh, so you still disagree with it? That's funny. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not for prenups.
So let me put it this way: if you were to get married, would you want to set up life insurance for your wife in case you were to pass away one day?
That one, yes.
Can't we argue the same thing?
No, because we know we're gonna die. You know what I mean? We know we're gonna die someday. That's
No, no,
natural
no.
for everybody.
On yes, but do you plan on dying so early that you need a life insurance plan for your wife so she can live off of it if something happens?
Well, see, that's not you. You don't know if you're gonna die early. It's not for if you die early. You know,
Yeah, it is.
because what is that? So it's for when you die early. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
that means that an unfortunate event happens, your wife is left with money to live on. It's not for when
Well,
you're
I
80
don't.
or it's not for when you're 80 or 90 years old. Your wife isn't probably going to have another year or two after you're dead. After you're dead, that's what you
Well, I
paid,
guess.
huh?
Oh no, no. Finish your point.
You paid hundreds of thousands of dollars so that your wife can not spend it when you die.
Nah, nah, but it's also for your kids too. Like when you have kids, they get that.
Right.
It's not just for the wife.
Yeah, but if you were to die
So it's
early,
for the
that
family.
yes, yes, but it's a big part of life insurance is for if an unfortunate event happens before you die at an older age, then they are protected
Hmm.
or not protected. They have some money. So in the same sense, of course, you're not going into marriage thinking about you want a divorce. I don't. That's stupid. But no one ever got married um, that a potential partner didn't cheat on them or something. You know what I'm saying? We've read some of those stories.
Oh wait. Say that one more time.
No one
What's
went
up,
into it.
Benny?
No one went into a marriage, um, and a partner at some point didn't cheat on them. Not everyone, but people have been cheated on. Is basically what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, people have been cheated on.
Right, but they didn't go into the marriage wanting something bad to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, a prenup isn't saying that I want a clean divorce from you. Like I said, a prenup has to be paired with an arrangement that you guys make. A prenup is to get the government's hand out of your life if a
Yeah, you
divorce
explained
were
that
to
last
happen.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can still get married without a prenup. That's cool. But don't be against the prenup because the government isn't for you. The government is for, bro, the government makes money when you get divorced. They get money. They get money. They get
Get money.
money.
Ah,
the,
ah.
the
Get
lawyers
money.
get money. Everybody gets money off of your divorce, bro. It's kind of wild, man. It's really crazy. So why
Yeah, that's
not get a
crazy.
prenup? Y'all keep your own money and then y'all make your own legal arrangements for how you're gonna spend the money that you both made together. That's all a prenup is. It's not and that's why I don't like his point of view. That's a really, really, really bad perspective.
I get what you're saying, but like I said before, not everybody think of it like that. Meaning, like, like people out in the world, mostly, like they look at prenups like backup plans. People don't look at generally speaking, what you just said. That information is not known like that.
Mm-hmm.
They know it as a backup plan. Let me
Yeah.
protect myself, X, Y, and Z. And all that you said are excellent points and excellent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things to take in. But unfortunately, people look at prenups like, oh, this is my backup plan to protect myself. They don't look at it as if let me make my own decision only from separate from the government and
Mm-hmm.
XYZ. For those that don't, know that, they don't have that in their mind. And so I think just generally speaking, people go into like it'll give you a sense of um you know I- if anything bad happens, then I can leave safely. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So it just makes the way of escape more appetizing. It's packaged better. You know what I mean? And
It's oh
oh, yeah, go ahead.
whoa. You just put a whole load. Okay, it makes it more appetizing toward people that have bad character,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, well, yeah, people that go into it, what like people that go into it wanting to have a safeguard out is more like people that are nervous to get into it, and so before they get into it, they want to make a safe zone for themselves. It's definitely appetizing for those types of individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then also, yeah, I mean that's just yeah. I agree. If someone brings up a prenup and you're like, "Okay, I'll accept the prenup, but can we make a personal arrangement of our own as to how we could potentially split the money, and they're like, "Oh no, it's my money." That's a red flag, bro. Leave. Like I said that last time. Lady or guy,
Yeah.
leave. You gotta bounce.
Wait, say that one more time. I think I'm a little confused.
Yeah, so if say a girl is dating a guy who has like $1 million and they're gonna get married, and he's like, I need you to sign this prenup right now, and she's like, all right, cool, I'll sign it, only if we come up with our own agreement of, I get this amount of money if a divorce were to happen. And he's like, no, I just want the prenup to protect myself. She has to leave. She can't marry that guy. That's a red flag, right? I'm not saying she has to negotiate like, oh, you have to pay me this much and this much and this much, but there has to be a consensus that, hey, I'm not planning on divorcing you. Me, the girl, is I'm not planning on divorcing you. But if that were to happen, as to where infidelity on your part were to happen, because that's not in my plans, how do we want to split up this money? How do we want to split up everything that we're going to build from now on? It's a deep conversation that a prenup, not signing a prenup just doesn't allow that conversation to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because even if there isn't a prenup, a divorce can still happen, and things can be ruined. So the prenup doesn't make the relationship better or worse. It is my argument.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting point. Let's move to what you call it? Dave Ramsey's
Yeah, yeah,
side of
yeah.
the
Let's do
story.
it.
Because he has I think he has an interesting like one of them special ones to argue.
I've never heard his perspective on it.
Yeah, me neither.
closing
Oh.
in and talking about it, and you can have the prenup discussion later. You don't have to do it all in one sit down. Only time I used to never recommend prenups. I used to say if you don't love the person more than your money, that you shouldn't get married. And I changed that after about a decade of coaching people because where I ran into extreme wealth, which $1 million at 35 years old is pretty extreme. When I run into large amounts of wealth, I found not that the person that you're marrying is usually the problem, but if you don't have a prenup as a boundary, the crazy people in their family come out of the woodwork. And
Right.
so, and if they, and if she knows Crazy Bob's going to call, she can just go, Crazy Bob, there's a prenup, and I don't have access to this because if the family starts finding out or somehow realizes
Uh-oh.
that she's hit the gold, she's hit a gold vein here, and is going to be set, then and some bad member, toxic member of the family, and most every family has at least one Crazy Bob in it, right? So
Right.
so it just brings out the weirdness in other people more than the person. And I don't mind too. I would probably recommend that over a period of years that the prenup erode to nothing. Like if you've been
Right.
married 20 years and you're not willing to do that, then you got other problems in your marriage. You're not willing to do away with the prenup at that point. But
Right.
this thing of you don't want to spiritually or relationally get in the thing where I'm putting the money as more important than the relationship. But it's
Right.
just to keep the weirdness away.
Right. And I was going to ask her, during the discussion, be like, listen, this is just between you and me. Please don't disclose this to anybody else, to
Yeah.
kind of try to eliminate any
Yeah.
kind of drama or anything that happens, or
Yeah.
someone asking us for money. I really don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Eventually, that's going to come up, though.
Right.
Somewhere, sometime, somehow.
It's gonna come in.
What do you
were in
mean by
my
that?
shoes, you
It's
would-
going to come up.
Well, I mean, the chances of you going 5 years being married to this girl and her parents don't know you're a millionaire is 0.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, Daniel. I think that if it's y'all's money, you get married, it's y'all's money, y'all are a team, and she doesn't want to tell people either. I think it could be.
Yeah. It just,
Right.
that's
Well, they don't.
not like you're going in
don't know.
bragging
I
about it
mean,
on
like-
Thanksgiving dinner, but it's just
No.
going to come up.
Well, it's just none of their. I mean, it's just none of their business. I guess I'm just so private about that. But here's what I would say, Daniel. One thing I did want to jump in on this with the conversation with your girlfriend. One of the
Right.
good things that I think you can take such encouragement is her qualities financially are already in line with your values.
Yeah.
She's not a diva that's spending all this money and
Oh,
rich, she's gonna
amen.
find out you got $1 million and she's gonna be like, great, I get to go shopping. She doesn't seem like that kind of a woman. And so I think you can approach it with more confidence of knowing that she's hopefully not going to be a completely different person on the other side of this information. If she's living frugally now, those are her values with money. I don't think that would change drastically with the amount of money that you have. I would hope you'll find out, but I think you can take some encouragement there.
Yeah, I would recommend a prenup for a period of time, and just as a boundary, uh, more than anything else. And again, it erodes over some period of time to where it goes away. And because it does need to become our money at some point down the road. And you can treat it like our money, and you can treat the discussion like our money. You don't keep your finances separate after you get married. You're going to be running things together and so forth. And but what you're trying to protect against is some bizarre thing happening with a divorce, or a bizarre family member, somehow getting involved. Privacy is one thing, secrecy is another. So be private, but you don't have to be secret. I don't have to be ashamed. I don't discuss my net worth with my family exactly what it is in terms of I do with the kids because they're in the estate plan. But our extended family, Sharon's brothers,
Yeah,
they
extended
obviously know
family.
we have a level of wealth, but
Ooh,
they don't have any idea.
hold on. What do you
Uh-huh.
think about that? Sharing it with extended family. What are some boundaries, or is there any boundaries with that part?
Um, it depends what kind of relationship you have with him, and um, what kind of um, what what kind of business you're in with them, right? So if me and one extended family member have a business and we become multi millionaires, um, I think it might be a safer place to discuss your net worth with them. It might be. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying there's more room. There's more wiggle room there because you have a better understanding
Yeah,
of who they are.
yeah, but what about the scenario where that's not the case? Where let's say, for example, right? Because to to Dave Ramsey's point, it sounds more like family that let's say you don't see till the holidays. What would you do about those family members that you don't see to the holidays or even communicate throughout the year with, on a regular basis? More more contact. What about those that you don't keep in contact with more than the holidays? What about those? Just like those people that they just see on the holidays or whatever.
Yeah, blood doesn't mean you own me. Blood doesn't mean I have to tell you anything. If we're family, if we're related by blood, doesn't mean I know you on a deeper level, right? So no, I'm not gonna tell you. You're the same to me as my friend is to me, who is in blood.
Dang,
We're
this
on
is
this
a
we're on the same level, bro. Because I know you're behind is talking about some. I'm on a different. No, man. I know you wouldn't discuss your finances, your net worth with extended family members, right?
no. I didn't say I would
Why
or
are you
wouldn't,
saying
but
that?
I'm just hold on. We're talking about you, dog. We on D time.
All right, all right, all right,
We
all right,
on D time, man.
all right.
So 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 they know, but it was crazy when you said that it don't matter about the blood part because then you made it like juvenile a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, you made a raw dog.
Well,
Because we know you love the raw dogs, but huh? What?
hold
Huh?
on. What?
Hey,
You want to repeat
I'm
that?
just hey man, whatever rawness you're into, that's 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 up to you. Raise the roof. Hey, well, wait, we ain't raising that. But the point is though, or the question is, uh, or what the answer you gave is that you definitely wouldn't, basically.
Heck no. Heck no. But yeah,
Heck
I,
no.
I I hear what you're saying about it being a little bit aggressive with if we're blood but we don't talk, you're as a friend to me. I think it is.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it is that. Okay, so can you ever explain to me? I think there's a sentiment like, oh, we're family, but can you ever explain to
Hmm.
me how a family member who you don't talk to is more important than your best friend?
I mean, I would just go with the as far as relationally, um, in the means of connection, going a deeper level into that, in into your okay, let me not make it too crazy. Basically, what I'm saying is, as far as the communication aspect, right? The knowledge of knowing each other. Because, for example, if you only see a certain like certain family members on holidays versus a friend that you talk to every day, and you guys have a communication that's tighter and that's more frequent, of course you'll probably feel more comfortable talking to your friend about certain things than somebody you don't talk to often. That's just natural. You know, I'm not gonna like cut that out. That's just natural right there. So I think in that case, they're not as important. You know what I mean? But when we talking about blood though, you ain't gonna hold on, what was your question
My statement was, um,
or statement?
would how do you find someone who's your blood, but you don't talk to, more important than someone who isn't related to you by blood, but you guys are best friends?
Okay, more important. I mean, like I say, re- connection wise, the family member would be at a low grade. So you won't have that connection with the family member. But so essentially they wouldn't be more important because of that statement right there I just made. So I don't know why I'm thinking about death for some reason or like killing.
Whoa.
But
Well,
yeah, cause I'm thinking cause like I always think of the scenario of like you know I didn't want to get to that, but yeah, they won't be because as far as the connection is, you just don't communicate with that person. So the connection isn't there. So as far as that importance, they wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? So relating it to this case, if it's like that with a certain family member, of course you wouldn't tell them
mm-hmm.
because you don't talk to them. So it makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that just because of their family member, they got to know everything or they got to know certain things just because, but just the way that you said the thing was kind of crazy a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
sounded a little bit aggressive, huh?
yeah. He was like, yeah. But I wanted to ask you a question, but it's slipping me. But on my side of things, will I share the information? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't share the information. I just don't like. I just don't like being known like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't find where sharing that information would be important to anything at all unless something about your worth is getting left to someone. Then they would probably need to know. But if they don't, if none of your worth or none of your value is going to someone, they have absolutely no business knowing. You know, if we're best friends, but nothing of mine is going to you, that's cool. You come over, we chill, we go out to eat, we do stuff, we play sports, whatever it is, we can do it without discussing my net worth. That's yeah, that's that. That's that. So kids,
Hmm.
wife, um, maybe a business partner. That's it. That's all you. That's all. Cause like he just said, family gets crazy, and I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Can you know all the
Yeah,
crazy
no, that's
Af?
what I'm saying. His side of it was different.
It's
You
different.
know,
Cause
it's different,
you know all that crazy African movies we've watched where the parents are
bro.
crazy or something, like the girlfriend's mom is absolutely insane, all of this stuff. And and then you get married and you're like, everything is going to be perfectly fine if I'm a millionaire. No one is ever going to want to come after my money from her side. We're great.
Nah,
Joke's on you.
yeah, and we definitely don't think about that. I don't. I haven't thought about that. Well, I have thought about that, but I don't think about that as a big deal. But
Mm-mm.
it is kind of a big deal because there are some people that you know, families that Just like we hear the celebrity stories all the time. When you get the money, your cousins start calling you uncle. You know what I mean? Long lost
Yeah, yeah,
cousins
yeah, yeah,
start
yeah.
coming up to you like, "Hey, cuz, what's up?" Like as if they liked you, but they never
Yes.
said happy birthday on your birthday. But all of a sudden, since they saw you on TV, what's up? Cuz I saw you on it. You was looking good. Oh, look at him. He looking fine. And they try to pep you up like you guys was
Yes.
talking for ever since y'all was little up to now. When no, it's not the case. Yeah, you just saw me on TV. Now you want to hit me up like we cool, and
Yep.
now you want to hang out. Everybody know that John freak, what's his name? John Jones or Mike Jones back
Who?
then they didn't want Mike Jones
Who?
back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all that is a real thing. Back then
Yeah.
you weren't popping, so they
Right.
weren't watching or they weren't glocking or I don't know.
Man, you gotta
Back
stop with
then,
this rhyming stuff, man. You gotta.
no, but what it is, they weren't like that before you started making the money, and so it's obviously a red flag when they start coming into your life, trying to
Mm-hmm.
make a conversation when there was none going on throughout the whole years. That it was desolate, you
Yep.
know, and
Yep.
so that's the thing there. So I
Yep.
definitely would not care about that. Shoot, let's get to the comments real quick. If
All
you don't
right.
mind me asking, do you have a prenup, D?
No, I don't. And I make the argument I make for this specific reason. In the Christian community, as you just saw the pastor argue against prenups, it's misconception, right? That if you get a prenup, you're trying to set yourself up to get out free if a divorce happens, meaning that you're probably planning the divorce so you can get out free. And that's where I come in. I'm like, no, actually, that's not what a prenup is for. Prenup is so someone can get the government's hand out of their business. So if they have the wealth to talk about that stuff, they can talk about it. Now, I know a lot of red pill content creators are saying that every man should get a prenup. But the problem is, not all of them talk about how every man should also set up an agreement with their wife or the wife with the husband to talk about how they're going to negotiate those finances if they are bringing up a prenup. That's also a part of the conversation that the red pill content makers don't include. So on both sides, we have like a distortion of perspective on prenups. But me personally, no, I don't have one.
Yeah, and that's something you said about that's interesting to me, but about like getting the government hands away from your money. But wouldn't you also say you're trying to get her away from your money, or no?
If you married her, I wouldn't think that you want her to get away from your money, right? You marrying her, I would think you're involving her in your money in a way.
Yeah,
You
because I
know?
was just thinking, uh, you know, because that could not well, not a lot of people have this perspective, but if they did, what? Because the government, okay, getting the government send off your money, okay, boom. So then what's the second step? Are they trying to make sure she don't get her hands on the money and stuff like that? And if
Oh,
so, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's the
also a
because
red
that's
flag.
yeah, that's the part of it too, you know. So
What
yeah,
is? What's a part of it?
if they try to make sure she don't get her hands on the money within that agreement in the prenup.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
point. That's the
And
whole
and so,
point.
and, so, and so that so what I'm basically saying is the government is not the only thing you're trying to keep away from the money. Is basically what I'm saying.
No, because the agreement for where she can get her hands on the money is a different agreement. It's not a prenup. A prenup is just protected from her getting to your money by the government's jurisdiction.
Okay.
So the government is giving her power to mess with the finances in whichever way she chooses. And you're
Okay.
saying no. I don't give the government power to give her power, but we do have our own little agreement that we can create up.
Okay. To the comments, there's no need for extended family to know your net worth. People get jealous. Yeah, that's 100%. Even if they don't voice it, a hundred
True.
percent, man.
Yeah.
And that's always the thing. Friends don't need to know either. Yeah, I would. The friend thing. I don't think it's necessary either.
Mm.
See the whole thing about money stuff. I don't know why, but that's just such a thing where people just get funny
They
about.
get crazy, man.
is because that's what, man. I don't like a lot of things because of that reason, bro. Like, let's finish the video and then we could talk more.
Cool.
Exactly what it is, and I don't disclose that publicly either.
Yeah.
So that's privacy, but I don't have to also be secret about it just because I'm afraid how everybody's going to react. Deal with it. It's part of who we are, and we're not ashamed of it. We've been successful, and we're not rubbing anybody's nose in it. We're not thumping our chest at saying how big a deal we are or something like that. That's not the point. But I'm also not going to hide. And I can't let anybody find out because of how they might react. Nah, yeah, that's on them. If she flips and becomes a diva with this information, then that was your acid test.
That's right.
She's not the one.
That's right.
And so it's a good time. But it sounds like to me the conversation is getting serious enough. It's time to start talking about this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting too because I think what's cool is on the other side of this, when you have the conversation, it's going to bring a whole different level of connection and excitement about what the future holds for both of you. So that's going to be really fun.
Yeah. What was the teenagers used to call it? Like when you and Rachel were teenagers, define the relationship or something?
Yes, DTR.
DTR.
Yep.
Yeah. See, there's a dad of teen girls right there. Formerly a dad of teen.
You know what's crazy
Dad of formerly.
about his show? They still got those big microphones on their headphones.
Hey, man, he don't give a doggone, bro.
Hey, man, yeah. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, he don't give a
nothing.
doggone. He's there.
But yeah, what he said is a great point to finish it out. If you don't have any stake in my money, like if you don't have any control in my money, it's okay if you find out, but I'm not about to go out of my way to tell you. If you find out on your own, that's fine. But if you're my friend, I'm not about to be like, yeah, I'm worth $350 million. Like, for what?
Yeah, I don't think that needs to be that needs to be shared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause there's some people that just love telling people, stuff like that. For many different reasons. Of why they would say that. But there's some people like that love just being the spotlight. I don't like it personally. So you won't catch me doing that. If I did that, so somebody done pop me with some prometazoids. You know what I mean? They done spike my drink, and I'm over there singing lullabies on the table.
Wow.
Touch me, my darling. Some crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Man.
So like if you ever see me do that, something's not right.
Is something not right
100%.
tonight?
Oh, we good, man.
Okay.
We ain't drinking energy drinks tonight.
Yeah, he learned his lesson. This dude was drinking mushroom tips, man.
See, every
What
time,
happened?
bro.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say mushroom elixir. You gonna say mushroom?
Oh,
this guy is
mushroom
obsessed with the
elixir.
tips.
Elixir. Not you're the one that bought it? Remember
He
it
said-
had the mushroom?
No, I don't
Tip
remember
picture
Jack,
on there?
bro. Guys. He's fortified. He's just making this
Dang.
stuff up, man.
Why are you trying to make it like
But
I'm the one that
we
came
know-
up with it?
But we know you love the mushroom tips. Maybe that's why you're thinking about it, because it has nothing to do with no mushroom tip. I'll tell you that much.
Between you and I, who was the last one to have anything mushroom?
A drink? I had a mushroom drink.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to the folks.
Yes. He's
I had a
said
mushroom drink.
That's right. And you talking? I'm the one that loved mushroom tips.
Mushroom.
Huh?
Yeah, but we ain't talking about mushroom tips. You talk about mushroom tips.
Because you drank
This is
one
the-
last time.
No. Yeah, he tried to set me up, man. But what we got next, man? Before we keep on talking about your favorite subject, mushrooms and hot dogs.
Those are not my favorite subjects, but we got a video queued up here, and I just thought it was interesting. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but it's about Aba&Preach, and they just, bro, every time I scroll on this video, an ad pops up. Doggone.
They're
How?
making that money.
That's-
They're making
Yeah.
that money, but they got them everlasting ads. Yeah, bro.
You could.
All right. Let me.
Crazy. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button for your guys over here, the holy duo, please smash the like button. Come on, stop playing. And
Yeah.
subscribe is free.
Yep. For sure. So they made a video talking about why I moved from America to Canada, pros and cons. And it's interesting. I was watching it. I didn't finish it because, to be honest, I got a little bit tired of the video. But let's just watch a little. I know. But they understand that their content doesn't appease everyone who watches it. All right, so they know this. But I'm not saying this negatively. I'm just saying like they might have gone off a little bit off on the tail end of this. But let's just watch.
The tail end. You will focus on the tail end.
See, here we go with this stuff, man. Here we go. No, put your hands down, man. You're not innocent. You're not innocent, man.
You do it. You guys hear what he's saying, Papa?
No, nothing, man. Nah, I'm not saying nothing. It's nah. All right, let's go ahead and watch this, man.
Look at Aba's face, bro.
What's going on with this face?
Both of their faces look hilarious, man.
Hey, they eating good, man.
Oh yeah, he gaining weight.
Oh yeah. He goes in and out. He goes in and out of weight gain all the time. Eating that good Middle Eastern food. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada and not have to lock your door in a lot of neighborhoods.
You could.
I started this video a little bit like 50 seconds into it, but he's talking about the safety aspect of living in Canada versus the USA.
Is it more safe in Canada?
That's what he says.
Wow.
That's what he said. Even though there have been stories of people, they can't use guns really, so they get stabbed up instead.
Oh yeah, shanked and all that, cut open, sliced and diced,
right,
shivved.
Yes, all of it, man. We know you know all the jail terms, man. We know you know. You didn't drop the soap, man. Even though it's liquid soap, you managed to drop liquid soap, man. Hey, y'all just think about this, man. He's standing,
think about nothing, bro.
He's standing there with the liquid soap, right?
Yo, and chill.
He's looking around in the bathroom like, oops, I dropped it.
This guy's crazy.
You're crazy,
guys,
man.
This guy is out of control.
The fact
bro.
that you can do that in jail, man, you are on another level, bro. Oops, who's looking? Really? That's wild.
This guy is. Yo, what they spiked your drink with tonight, man?
Man, nothing, man.
What you got in that milk? What you got in that milk you be drinking?
Truth serum. That's what's in it. The truth serum, man. I'm sorry, I had to let him know, man. Let me.
Nah, they done drop some Kavazi in your joint, man.
Nah, ain't none of that. Nah, you already know.
Nope, they got you.
100% real. You know what I'm saying?
Why you said that hard?
I have to make sure you heard me.
Hey. That's how you know he lying, because he's acting like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Because you know Tekashi always gotta yell his phrases. Hold on.
By the way, where did he go?
Oh, he's still there. He's
still
on
there?
interviews and stuff. Oh yeah, he's still there.
What?
Oh yeah. Hold on. And then he always do this thing where he's like gathering his thoughts and he's about to blast off. He's like, I came there. It's so funny, bro.
He's so ratchet, bro.
Yeah, he's so funny to me.
Yeah, he's funny.
Sometimes I forget. It's not something I really worry about.
You could.
There's a couple breakings here and there, but it's not that dangerous.
We're not saying that there's no breakings and there's not danger. I know there's some Canadians gonna be like, yo, the six,
even the
six, where people, yes, there's people that are shooting. It's getting crazy in the six, Toronto, for those who don't know, but. The worst parts of Canada
are the best parts of America.
Hold up. That's one of the stuff where I was like, all right, they're kind of cheesing a little bit on this video. The worst parts of, you talking about Toronto, where people are getting shot up, is better than peaceful parts of Orlando, Florida? You tripping, man. So I think they had a little bit of comedy going on here, because that makes no. You mean to tell me I go to live in Idaho where they grow potatoes, and somene's gonna run up on me? Nah.
And shake it for that potato, man. And stuff. Give me that potato. Yeah,
man. Where's your sour cream, man? Give me that too.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Sour cream.
People love potatoes and sour cream, and then they put the little.
That's true.
Yeah.
with some butter.
That's on you,
stuff.
man. That's on
And
you.
they butter it up with some cheese.
Yeah, they do. Hey, yeah, he does that, right? The salt guy, and then he hits it on his elbows.
Oh yeah, he sit on his elbows. All I know he better have clean elbows. If you ever have corona on that, they getting them.
Wow, that's on a different level, man. Wow.
That's on a different level, man.
Worst of me is the best of them.
I don't know. You said it, and it sounded like John Legend. That's shit. That's what we want. But all this to say, like, safety is just different.
Safety is different.
Yeah, like there's a certain awareness that I have when I'm visiting certain places, or when I was living in Los Angeles, in some parts that I was staying at. This is different than here. When I go to Brazil, it feels different. You know it right away.
When you go to Brazil,
you guys can look at the
Brazil, you'll get taken easy.
Yeah?
They'll take you in. Yeah, that's what I hear. I've never been there, but I hear a lot of things about people get robbed. Then it's dangerous over there. If you look nice, you better think twice, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna snatch that ice. Yes.
Facts. Okay. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Different ball game.
But there are a whole lot more people, so I can understand that. Like, the safety is a bit different. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot more people. It's more compact. It's more.
It's not though. It's actually not.
Oh, yeah, in big cities.
It's not more compact.
It's not.
It's actually not more compact. One thing you'll notice about like living in the States too is there are just huge city sprawls. Everything is spread out. That's actually one of the big problems. Other than New York, like you go to Florida, bitch. If you ain't got a car, you're not going nowhere.
Florida is crazy.
Oh yeah, Florida.
I lived out.
Oh yeah, just to drive in, like, especially Orlando, bro. If you don't got a car, you ain't getting nowhere fast, bro. Yeah, because everything is spread out, 100%.
I agree. My sister actually just sent me a video about this issue in the U.S. Where yes, they mentioned this in the video too, but in the US everything is super spread out because everyone has a car. That makes everything dangerous, right? Because now your kids can go out and ride their bikes in your neighborhood because their cars passing in every pathway possible. So yeah, I agree. In the US it's mad spread out because just sit in your car and go. That's all you need. You can't really walk. When I lived in Florida, I walked to the grocery store a couple of times. It sucks carrying that bag back home.
Oh yeah, and especially if you if you try to get it, you can't get a lot of groceries because you gotta figure out, what's the best strategy, and if you gotta walk far, it's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, in the hot sun. Duh.
Yeah, the bag might like if the bag rips, what you gonna do then? You can't take it one at a time. By the time you come back to get your second one, it's gone. Yeah, bro.
The sun ate it.
In Van Nuys for some time, okay? This is like northern part of Los Angeles, right? I had homies who were staying on Hawthorne or in Long Beach, like, and that's a whole trip.
And you didn't call them homies.
We not seeing each other unless Thanksgiving.
We're not homies. We're pen pals.
Yeah. Send me a letter.
Send me a letter. It's gonna be easy. Yeah,
that's another problem. Like, one thing I like, at least my experience here in Montreal and even Vancouver, I could probably say this, is like things are a lot more compact, and the city planning is much more efficient, so it allows for good public transport, which is another big deal. Public transport in most Canadian cities, not all, but most, is far more efficient than what I've seen from most American cities. And that's part of it's just city planning. It's just everything's so spread out. Everything is like sectioned off into neighborhoods. So you live in your hood, you really live in your hood. You know what I'm saying? There's people who live in the same city who have never crossed over to the other side.
We have hoods. They have woods. Like, it's so far apart. It's like you're gonna, okay, mommy, I'm gonna off to see my friend. I'm going on a journey. Oh shit, I forgot the ring. Yeah, because I gotta bring the ring to Mordor on the way to Brooklyn. Even the people that live in there's so many people that say that they live in LA, and I'm like, where? When I first went to LA, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna talk to my
it's
fans.
A big
I'm like,
place.
I'm in LA. And my was like, oh yeah, I'm right there. Where you at? I'm like, you're not right there. That's not even LA. Like, what the fuck are
You're not even right there.
Yeah. I'll say another thing that's so we talked about the public transport. Another thing that's very, very different, cost of living. Like, yes, we have issues here with cost of living, and it's growing to some degree, but it's not like major cities in the States.
No.
you guys, the cost of living is crazy high. Be it produce, be it food, be it rent. Like, I would tell people what I would get for rent, and my American friends like, shut the fuck up. They would get mad hearing what my rent price, because I know what they were. I remember my rent prices when I was living out in Los Angeles, and it's still not comparable to what I have here in Montreal with inflation. With all the, because I lived there, what was it? This most maybe 90 years ago now. Back then, it was still substantially more expensive than what it is today here in Canada for me, with all the rent hikes that have been happening over time. So you can imagine the cost of living is completely different.
Hey man, maybe we should move to Canada.
Sure, I gotta ask my and I gotta see what's going on, man. It sounds amazing. Hey, but they got milk in plastic bags, bro. What do you think about that?
Huh?
Yep. Say suck it just from the bag. They put their milk in bags, bro.
I don't know
And we
why
know you love your milk.
No, hold on. I don't know why you didn't say put the milk in a cup and drink it. I also don't know why you had to put your hand next to your face and talk about some.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey, hold on. No, let me explain.
That was
Let me
crazy.
explain.
That
No,
was cool. I ain't gonna pause on that.
I know.
Pause on that.
Too
That's
late, man.
100%.
Too
Nah,
late.
pause, son.
Because it's like when you say Uno after someone calls you out on Uno, it's too late. You got to pick up a card. So go ahead and pick up this card, man, because you put your hand next to your face. No.
We ain't picking it up. Nah.
Come on, man. This is D's time. This dude put his hand up next to his face, talking about you gotta suck your milk out your bag.
Yo, what's up with the emphasis on the S word, bro?
Wow.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
This is unbelievable.
You pronounced that so well, bro. You pronounced it way too good, bro. I'm just saying.
Stop deflecting.
Hey, no. We heard it. Dog. It was there. The headphones are on. It was crystal, bro. That was a phenomenal pronunciation, bro.
Go ahead and pick up this L, man. Go ahead and pick it up, because you know that you just messed up. It's on live, man. This can get any better. Now y'all have evidence just like I have evidence, okay? This dude loves sucking milk out of a plastic milk out of a plastic bag.
I've never done that.
Why didn't you just say we're gonna pour it in a cup? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, I have never done this, bro. Y'all heard what I was saying, bro. Over there in Canada, if anybody knows, bro, they don't sell gallons of milk, man. I don't know why. At least from what I heard from people in Toronto.
That's wild.
Okay? At least from what I heard. Yeah, you know Jay and Trey?
No.
Oh, you don't know them? Wow.
No. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Their culture is that different. They sell milks in plastic bags. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. But also, did you know that in Canada, I don't know if this is in certain areas, but as far as I know, it's the vast majority of Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, whoever's watching. But you can't let your kids out and have them play by themselves, unsupervised. Someone did that in Canada, and someone called the cops on them because you are not allowed to have your kids play outside by themselves unsupervised. In America, it makes sense. They could either get hit by a car, they could be taken by some stranger, some
traffic,
all kinds of stuff. But if Canada's so safe, why is that the case? That's why I was like,
maybe. Oh no! Finish your point.
Oh no, that's why I was like, maybe where they're talking about is a little bit different from where he's lived, which is LA. Because there are beautiful places, like he'll say, Columbus, Ohio is a boring place. Who wants to live there? But there are beautiful places in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah, nice scenery. But I was gonna say, like, what if that's the reason why it's safer? You know,
why it's safer? What do you mean?
Because like the mention of the kids, how somebody had to be there for the kids. What if that's why it's safer? Because their supervision, there's people out, more eyes to watch for less crime to happen. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff happens in the dark. where people can't see. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what if that's why, like, one of the reasons that attribute to the the safety aspect?
It does. I think it does. But it also is worse because back in our time, we could go out and play with our friends, and our parents didn't have to supervise us.
Mhm.
So imagine someone calling the police, bro. The police on you. Enough times your kid could get taken away. That's not safe to me. That's overbearing. If you are okay with letting your kid play out there by themselves and you not watching them, I don't think you need a police coming to take your kid away. Maybe your kid just needs to be taken away by bad people because you don't care. Right? But I'm saying all of this to say that Canada may not be as safe as they may make it seem. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You good?
Uh-huh.
All right, we could probably watch a couple because we're at an hour 20 already. Dang, time
We're at hour 20?
flies.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. So guys, we're coming to a close very soon.
I had another video too, but let's just watch a couple minutes of this and then we'll be out.
And people don't really take that in, but when your rent is really high, you don't have time to go do other stuff because you're working extra shifts to be able to make your bills. You don't have a disposable income to be able to launch your products or launch your ideas or your businesses because you got to work extra shifts to pay your bills or pay any debt you've accrued from school. So having that kind of financial flexibility living up here allowed me to be much more creative and actually start this YouTube channel. So those are some of the things that kind of helped out. That's one of the big differences I know.
Oh, no.
Now, of course, some of you watching be like, well, in rural, listen, we're not talking about rural parts. We're talking about most of the major cities that people want to live in. And so the experience in Dallas, Texas is not going to be the same thing as fucking
Mobile, Alabama.
or, Columbus, Ohio. Sorry, Columbus, Ohio sounds cool on paper. Nobody wants to visit. So I'm just saying these are the things between the major cities that I know is difference.
There's one thing.
Go ahead.
Whenever I visit the States, I have a hard time eating. If food is I have a hard time eating because to find food is fine if you want junk.
Yeah.
But if I want good food, like I don't want every meal to have cheese. You know what I mean? Slack on the cheese, on the bacon, on the double size, triple size motherfuckers, on the beef.
My blood pressure went up. Just
that's what I'm saying, bruh. Yeah. It's really that's.
Though I will say in your defense.
Hold on. I'm confused because they're bigger guys talking about not eat. You know what I'm saying? They don't look lean and in health in complete shape to me. Are you scared? Are you scared to say something? Look here, he's
no,
scared.
I'm not scared to say it. He's just trying to bait me and say something.
No.
Hey, I don't know, bro. I don't know what they eat, but it is interesting. Maybe they're just on a better path now. Could be. He said, "I'm scared." Yeah, I see. Yo, is D being a good partner here, or is he trying to set me up?
Oh, definitely not. But if they say whenever we come to America, we can't find good healthy food to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you find anything wrong with that statement?
Well, if they're talking, it depends on what they're talking about. Like, because you can find good food to eat, it might be more expensive.
They didn't talk about price.
Well, I guess the food that they want to eat is more unhealthy than they would like, probably.
Man, you sound so crazy right now. Why don't you just be honest, man?
What? Hold on. What? Okay, go ahead and say what you're saying, because I really don't know where you want to take this one.
I think it's an impossible thing to say, to come to a whole country and say that you never find any good food to eat. Of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course, if you go to a New York downtown,
New York,
what do you expect to find there to eat that's good for you? I'm lost. That statement was lost on me. And then you make that statement not to insult you, but as a bigger guy, how do you expect me to believe that? You already don't eat super healthy enough, you're already a bigger guy. So what are you talking about? The problem is America and their food. Come on, man.
Or it could be he eats way more than he needs. It could be that.
That's true too, but I don't see
Mhm.
steak eating too much steak making you fat.
Hey,
I think he's on that African Middle Eastern type food stuff cuz you if you eat that you will gain some weight. That stuff. Yeah, that stuff will get you.
yeah. But yeah, of course, to make the absolutes be like there's nothing good to eat. We know that's not what he's probably saying, but majority of the food may not be good. Probably he's talking about majority.
I think he's trying to refer to America's obesity levels or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because out in the streets, they call it murder. No, out in the streets though, it's a lot of bad foods, obviously, and we can get into the whole thing, but yeah, generally speaking, it's not junk food for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
When we talk about blood pressure, Chick-fil-A's worth it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna have Chick-fil-A
Ugh.
every day.
I mean,
Yeah, you're waffle fries.
Chick-fil-A's worth it. Waffle fries. So, for free.
Yeah, but you don't know the real spots. Here, I don't have to know the real spots. You don't have to know the real spot. There's gonna be food. Like food deserts, you don't really have that out here.
True.
You have plenty of that in the States. You could go, I could drive for blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks, and there's nothing but fast food. Like here, I could find a little something.
True.
Even in rural spots, I could find a little spot, a little
You can
something.
find fucking Denny's everywhere in this bitch.
Yeah, over
They
there.
got IHOPs and Denny's everywhere.
Yeah.
They love their chains and Walmarts. Walmart's pretty much own the small cities,
Super center.
which is fucking wild in itself. The good.
You could do a lot of opportunities there to make
Yes,
money.
financially, opportunities in terms of financial like mobility in America is very, very high because there's so much money and so much capital. If you got good products or good business ideas, and there's such a huge amount of people that you can sell stuff to, amazing place to start up businesses. I will say, having left Ethiopia and moved to Canada, I think the South of America is the only time I felt Southern hospitality, that kind of warm feeling that you get from people around you. Now, there's not everywhere in the South. But when I was in New Orleans, which is still my favorite city in the States, I loved the way people talk to each other when I was staying there for a few
Same.
months. So
Same.
my experience was really pleasant. I think I like American people. I know everybody be like, these niggas. I personally, when I go down there, I enjoy my time around America. Oh, you know what? This one's so underrated. This one's so underrated.
What
It is one of the greatest privileges that we have living in this country.
What happened?
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
You're not ready for this one.
No, I'm not.
None of y'all ready for this. And then I'm gonna say this, and you're like, what the fuck? Yo, one thing that America doesn't do well that we do amazing up here. You ready? Tap water. Mama.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a game changer.
That's a fact.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I give him a glass. He's like, yo, this shit's delicious. What about tap?
That's
mommy?
that tap.
Tap,
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear that?
No. You got a point.
Okay.
1 2 1 2.
Okay.
That tap water is nice.
Delicious. And I don't like if you don't have a Brita filter or whatever it is. Like I remember staying in some Airbnbs and I'm like getting thirsty all the time. And the tap water over there is radioactive, turn you to a superpower. Or some shit. So I'm like, I can't
Radioactive.
Yeah,
But I come back up here and I get me a glass. I go. Exploiting the natives was worth it.
But then again,
And so I'm always grateful every time I drink that tap water.
it's just crazy that you.
Yeah, it's.
you bathe
I'm
in
not
water.
gonna lie, like real quick, the tap water, and it's getting kind of late. The tap water though, man, the tap water over here is very dangerous to drink in some states, and then definitely it's always a taste to it. You're like, man, well, like what's in this
Yeah.
water? It definitely tastes poisonous
Mhm.
for
I
sure.
agree. It tastes chlorine like.
Yeah, it tastes. Something's in it. Like you're not supposed to be able to taste water, and people be like, man, I don't like water because I can't taste nothing. Yeah, that's what water. The water don't have. Water's not supposed to have a distinct taste. It's supposed to be like refreshing.
It does have a taste, but it doesn't have a distinct taste.
Yeah,
if,
it doesn't have. Yeah, it got it's something, but it's not like like a juice where it's like, oh yeah, this is delicious. Because you can taste. It's not flavorful. Is a better word, I think.
This water tastes good, which is a problem. Like if you get natural spring water, it tastes like minerals, but those minerals don't taste bad. But it has a distinct taste. But this water, I could drink 5 of these bottles of water and I'd still be thirsty. No idea why.
Yeah, bro.
We had a
Yeah,
church.
like why?
Huh?
For real? Why is that? Why are we drinking water and still are thirsty? Oh crap! Turn on my camera for a second. But yeah, why is that, bro?
Yeah. So we had a church member who's part of the water industry. Like he's a manager at some plant
Oh
or
Lord.
something like that. And we're
Yeah.
like, man, this tap water we're drinking is kind of crazy. Like it leaves white residue whenever we leave the water sitting out. Yeah, iron and calcium. Look at
In
him.
the water?
Look at him.
What?
He's looking for something, man. Nah, it's all right, man.
Hey,
He's
listen, you
like,
said it.
nah,
You
man.
said it, bro.
All right.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I think it's the calcium in the water, whatever minerals they put in there. It
Okay,
has
whatever
like,
minerals.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, B.
Am I confused? Did I miss something?
No, go ahead. Okay, white stuff in the water.
Yeah.
You said it has is calcium rich and iron rich.
Yeah, something like that, man. So, we asked him about it, and he was like, "Hey, we do that to make sure the water's safe. It's not gonna harm you." And we're like,
Oh Lord.
"Dang, man, where you guys get your water from? Like, what's going on? What kind of
Yeah,
water?"
That's crazy.
Yeah, that you have to filter it to that level and put that much
Yeah.
chlorine inside of it? No, man. No.
What, they put chlorine?
Yeah, to kill the bacteria and stuff, and then they try to filter out the chlorine and stuff. So,
Oh man.
yeah, so if you ever like let your tap run on cold, it'll taste chlorine like. It's disgusting. So on that point, I do agree with them that I've never experienced tap water that you could just drink and not feel some type of way. So
Nah, you tasted something.
yeah, maybe we should move to Canada, man. Maybe we should go get some bags of milk that we can suck on.
His favorite liquor. Yeah. Hey man, are we clear
We're
for
clear,
tonight?
man. We're clear, man.
We're clear. Hey man, we appreciate you guys once again stopping in on with the live, man. If you haven't already, please smash the like button. Let us know. Help us out with the algorithm and subscribe if you're new. It is free, okay? Definitely make sure you turn on your post notification bell so you know when we're going live and when we post a video. We upload weekly, but I'm not gonna lie, we have been on a hold a little bit because of some technical difficulties, but we upload weekly. So stay tuned. We have more content on the way. Lives are still in the works, and we're having some unique things we're going to be planning out for you guys. So make sure you always make the live so you hear those announcements, and go check out our old videos if you haven't already. If you're new, go watch our old podcast videos. We're on season 2 right now, and we have 2 more episodes for season 2 to be complete. So make sure you stay tuned and watch those videos, and listen like listen when you're cleaning up your room or when you're driving. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play. So if you like those platforms, go over there, listen to it while you doing your home cleanup or whatever you do. We appreciate you guys just tuning in tonight. D, you got any more announcements?
If we can get this video to 17,000 likes, we will move to Canada.
Okay, sack milks, here we come. D's been.
That is
D
so
really
disgusting.
wants to go, guys.
That is so
D
sick.
really wants to go over there. So, y'all make it happen.
If that does
Smash the like
happen,
button.
I'm gonna go back and change what I said on the live video. I will find a way to go back in time and create some other stipulations that I won't have to go to Canada. So y'all can do whatever.
Yeah,
We're
gonna clip all the clips and
Yeah.
and then make them out. Dish them out to the world.
Nah.
Hey.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining. We're gonna try to do this every Wednesday, around 8:30 or 9, right? So whatever time frame that is. But we're gonna try to do this. If you have videos you want us to react to, send them to our email at holyduo2020@gmail.com. All right, so we can react to it. But apart from that, we had fun. Hope you guys had fun. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'm done.
All right, we are out of here.
Hey,
Peace.
see you guys. Peace.
Yep.